The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Tonight it's the third of this 4-game weekend series between the Springfield Cardinals and the Arkansas Travelers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Who's the one to watch, EK?
You know, they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 hole right now. He delivered when it really mattered last game, driving in 4 runs. He just needs to keep up the timely hitting so he can continue to pick up runners when they give him a chance.
Number 41 will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, in his last start, he was a bit wild. Ended up walking 4 guys. Hopefully.
Number 16 comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, number 16.
Hey, get ahead, stay ahead.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. EK, our visitors here as they take the field tonight following a scoreless top half. Now, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
And whatever they've done in the first 2 games of this series, they're going to want to bottle it. They have absolutely crushed the baseball here on their way to 2 blowout victories.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Rosario goes to get it, and the throw is there to record the first out. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, they got to love the production they're getting out of their leadoff hitter right now. He is such a clutch hitter for this ball club. His average with runners in scoring position is up over 400 on the year, so expect him to cash in if he gets a chance.
Number 6 will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. Lined hard toward right center, and call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him, but he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
Standing in now, Carlos Valdez. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Figueroa looking up. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
In now, number 17. As he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out to left center. Figueroa will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Now that we have a chance, let's check out the Springfield defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses in all of the league. Very few clubs commit fewer errors than this one. I expect them to be sound in this game.
Brandon Sang will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will not. Just slicing foul at the very last moment. So close to extra bases. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. 1 inning in the books here. The Travelers lead it 2-0. Number 21 will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April.
21.
Into the windup and the pitch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up and taken in out there for the first out.
Batting 7th, first baseman, Eric
Aguilera will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, baseball can be a humbling game. Yesterday wasn't a good day for him, but over the season, he's hitting over 300.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
Hey!
1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
And this is fouled at the plate. And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Looks like he's finding his bearings here a little bit better in the second after a rough first inning. He gets the strikeout right here, but boy, he could have used one of these an inning ago, that's for sure.
Into the box now, Stephen McGee. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 1 home run, 9 driven in.
You got 2 down.
Boy, and he's turned things around from that last inning as this pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. Arkansas leads this thing 2-0. Andrew Daniel will stand in now. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Grounded down the 3rd baseline, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, this is already a 2-0 game, and now the leadoff man's on again here to start the 3rd. We've got a chance now to really open things up early and build up a nice, comfortable lead.
Number 16 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. First offering on its way. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And nobody.
And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His 2nd strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but, you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Number 6 steps into the box. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is high. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Well, that was kind of surprising to see him stealing anyway. It didn't really look like he had a great lead at all, and they throw him out by a country mile.
Ball. 3-0 now.
3 balls, no strike.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
This is where you can get a sense for a young guy's character out there. You know, okay, he got a raw deal on a couple of those calls, but some guys get angry, some get motivated. Others, they just go into a shell. Well, we'll have to see how he responds.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It's high, but he comes down with it to make the tag as he's caught stealing at second, and the inning is over. 1 hit's all they get. 3 innings complete. The Travelers lead it 2-0. Carlos Valdez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Carlos Valdez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. To short. To his right, Mejia. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, number 17.
Number 17 will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Here we go, guys.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch is a sinker, too low. It's 1-0. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Rodriguez is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
The batter, right fielder, Brandon Sang.
At the plate, Brandon Sang. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Hey, we got 2.
Gets a small piece near the plate. Foul ball, however, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
No runner, not home.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Number 21 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Squared that one up just a little late. 0-1 pitch on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And
I
a
got the count.
wasted
1 and
pitch
2.
there, 1 and 2.
Hey, we got
Two out
down,
with the man
fellas.
at first. And he
Ball
lays
that's
off a
outside.
pitch outside as they draw even at 2 and 2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Hit down the third base
That's
line.
ball foul.
But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2 and 2. A full
Full
count,
count,
3 balls
3-2.
and 2 strikes.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man.
A little surprising he missed that badly on 3 and 2.
First
You hate to
baseman.
get into a position to put a guy away and then lose him to a hit by pitch.
Stepping in now, Eric Aguilera as he lays off a fastball
Ball
too
1, no
low
strike.
for ball 1.
2 down
He
now.
is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And this one's over for a high strike, 1 and 1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Here's the 1-1. Fastball misses
Count
in the
is
dirt
2
as he
and
tried
1.
to get him to chase the low one.
A two-out hit here would be nice, but a two-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
Two down, runners at first and second. Sinker
3 and
misses
1.
there,
3
and now
balls,
he's in
1
trouble,
strike.
3 and 1. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3 and 1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
And that
That
pitch
pitch is in.
misses for
Ball
ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Now there are 2
catcher,
ways you
number
can
9.
go here as a pitching coach. So
Stephen
he's got to make a
McGee.
judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. You know, some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. You know, other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. Really got to read them the riot act.
2 down now.
Stephen McGee steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this?
Out.
He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Andrew Daniel comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the
Third
fifth.
baseman, Andrew
First
Daniel.
pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, no one down here.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A late swing on the
0-2.
slider, and quickly it's 0-2.
One ball,
Way
2 strikes,
outside. 1 and 2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Martinez. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 16.
Number 16 will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. On the ground up the middle.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Standing in now, number 6. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Here's the 0-1. On the ground near home. Foul ball, strike 2. Ready on 0-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting,
Carlos Valdez strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And a gorgeous flip to second, and with that, the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Arkansas leads this thing 2-1. Number 17 will dig in. 0 for 2 thus far.
Left fielder, number 17.
First pitch on its way. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. And he'll just waste one there. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
And no outs now.
Sent on the ground out to second. To his left, Anna. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The right fielder, number 8,
Brandon Sang will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Number 12 in foul ground, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Boy, that's a nice job at third of knowing exactly where he is in relation to his surroundings. And he's able to make the play on the move to record that out.
Into the box, number 21. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Slider, and that thing comes in at 89 on the radar gun. A ball and 2 strikes now.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. We're through 6 full. The Travelers lead it 2-1. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball game.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Travelers come out on top 3-2. Good night, everybody.
The final